Welcome, dear students. In today's class, we are going to talk about introduction of Python's more. So this is the part 2. In previous part, we have studied about introduction of Python, then features of Python, areas of Python, and about a program and how to learn a programming language. After that, we have discussed about the modes of Python programming. Okay, so let's start with learning programming. So in last class we have seen this thing. So let's start with the first thing in learning a programming language, that is character set. So see here, the character sets means character set is a set of valid characters. Characters means what are the symbols that are allowed in a programming language that a language can recognize or identify. So a character set represents any letter that includes A to Z, capital, small, digits, or any other symbols. So Python supports encoding, Unicode encoding standard. That means it has these character sets that are letters, that is from capital A to capital Z, then small a to small z, digits 0 to 9. After that, special symbols. Special symbol includes space, plus symbol, asterisk symbol, slash symbol, forward or backward slash, double asterisk, okay, slash, O, 0, double slashes, okay, equal to, exclamation mark, double equals to. So these types of symbol, greater than, less than, period, dot, that means dot, asterisk, and double quotes, and then and percent sign. So these are the symbols that are special symbols that are allowed in Python character set. Apart from these, there are white spaces. White spaces means blank space, tab, carriage written, that is enter, new line, that is next line, form feed. Okay, so many we will use, and sometimes if we are not using it, then don't worry about that. By using it you will learn about them. And other characters includes like ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, and Unicode. So these are the parts of character set. Okay, every component of a Python programming is created using these character sets. Either it will be a statement, expression, or it can be any other component of a program. That means for writing any instruction in a Python programming language, we have to use these character sets. Okay, next topic is keywords. So keyword means these are the reserved words. Okay, so each keyword has a specific meaning to the Python interpreter. As I have told you in the features of Python, that Python is an interpreted language. So in this, each keyword is having a specific meaning that is told to program interpreter. Okay, next is, as Python is case sensitive. That means in Python, if you're writing something in capital, that is having a different meaning, and if you're writing something in a small letter, that is having different meaning. So keywords must be written exactly as they are. Okay, so in SQL, as we have studied that SQL keywords, they are not case sensitive. We can write in capital select also, and we can write small select also. Okay, that doesn't make any difference. But here in this case, it is case sensitive. So keywords are always written in the way it is given here. So these are the keywords: none, false, class, continue, finally, is, return, and, del, if, else, elif, else, escape, break, in, race, pass. So these are the list. Don't worry about them. You don't have to learn them, but you should know 4 or 5 keywords. Okay, so by using it continuously, you will remember them, that this is a keyword. Okay, so just right now, when it will come in exam, just write 4 or 5 keywords that you should know. Okay, next topic is identifiers. Identifier means when we are naming some variable or some other programming identity like functions or other entities in a program, then we have to follow some specific rule of naming that. Okay, so the rules for naming an identifier in Python, these are given here. First rule is the name should begin with an uppercase or a lowercase alphabet. That meaning of this is the name of an identifier is always start from an alphabet. It can be either uppercase, that is capital, or can be a lowercase. Other, or if it is not an alphabet, then it should be an underscore. So that should start either with alphabet or underscore, then it is a valid name. Okay, this may be followed by any combination of characters, that is A to Z, small, capital, or it can be a number or an underscore. Okay, so thus an identifier cannot start with a digits. If an identifier is starting from a digit, then it is a invalid identifier. Okay, next is, it can be any length. The identifier, that means the variable name, whatever you are giving, it should be of any, it can be of any length. Okay, but it is preferred to keep it short and meaningful. That is, according to your program, you have to give the names to our variables. Okay, consider it identifiers same as variables that we are declaring in maths. Okay, it should not be a keyword or reserve word given in table. The table that we have seen in previous window, that it should not have any keywords that belongs to that table. Okay, we cannot use special symbols like exclamation mark, at the rate, hash, dollar, percentage, etc. in identifiers. So these symbols are restricted in identifiers. Okay, let's see some examples of valid or invalid identifiers. So here in this first table, the names that are given all are valid. Marks maths, like this you can write. Marks English, marks IP, capital small combination you can write. You can start with underscore, in between you can put underscore. You can write numbers after some characters, that will be valid. Okay, but now let's see invalid identifiers. Okay, in invalid identifiers, you will find that the names that are starting from a number, that is wrong, and in between if there is dash symbol or slash minus symbol, that is also wrong. Break is also wrong because it is a keyword. For is also wrong, it is a keyword. So for checking these things, you should know about the keywords. Okay, so for that you have to see that table. Carefully, very carefully you have to see that table. Okay, next is my dot file. So this dot symbol or period symbol is not allowed in identifier's name. And 231 ww, it is also wrong because it starts with a number. So these are invalid identifiers. These types of questions are asked from this chapter, that identify valid or invalid identifiers. For that point of view, you have to memorize that table, or you have to see that table carefully, keywords table. Okay, next is, let's talk about variables. What are variables? So variable is just a name location of variable. Okay, variable is also an identifier. We call it identifier whose value can change. That means like x or y, if we are assigning some value to that, so we can call x as variable. X is equal to 2, so x is variable. Y is equal to 5, that means y is variable. Okay, so for example, age can have different values for different person. So variable name should be unique in a program. Value of variable can be string. String means alphabet or group of alphabets. Okay, it can be a number also. Okay, or any combination of alphanumeric values also. Okay, so in Python we can use an assignment statement to create a new variable and assign specific value to them. Assignment means this equal to symbol, we call it assignment operator. Okay, so gender is equal to m, so we are assigning a character to variable name gender, that is m. Message is equal to keep smiling, so this keep smiling is the string that we are assigning to a message. And price is equal to 987.9, so this is the number we are assigning to the variable price. So variable must always be assigned values before they are used in the program, otherwise it will leads to an error. Whenever a variable name occurs in a program, the interpreter replaces it with value of that particular variable. Okay, to check about variables, let us understand it with some programming example. So just see this example. I'm explaining it step by step. So the program name is, we have to find the sum of two numbers, given numbers. Okay, we are having two numbers, we have to find the sum of those numbers. So see here, num1 is equal to 10. That means we are having a variable name num1. Okay, and then we are assigning it a value 10, and number 2 is also a variable and we are assigning 20 value to number 2, and result is also a variable, and we are assigning it a value number 1 plus number 2. Now we are having a result in result variable, and now we are printing the value that is stored in result. So what result we are getting is 30. 10 plus 20 is equals to 30. So we are getting the 30 as an output. Similarly, we are having another program that finds the area of a rectangle. Now here we are having length is equal to 10 and breadth is equal to 20. And what we are doing is we are finding an area. Area is equal to length into breadth, and we are printing the value of area. So here 20 into 10 is equals to 200. So this is the result of this particular program. So that's all about today's class. In next class we will see about data types, okay, and then we will write some programs based on the data types. That means we are writing instructions and we are writing programs, and with the help of programs we can form software. So in next classes we will write programs and we will see the more theoretical concept. So this is all about today's class. Thank you so much, students.